I was waiting for this candle to close, confirming this bullish imbalance. Because again, when this candle were here, the yellow one was still moving. Alright guys, so another trade breakdown. This one was still playing the daily time frame buy model when we got into the late stages of the buy side of the curve, coming very close to the original consolidation following the momentum. So if we go to the daily time frame, then price bottomed out inside of this weekly bullish fair value gap, but mainly when it printed this bullish candle, running liquidity into bullish beta raise, closing on the upside. This is when they had a strong low, and this is when they started focusing on long opportunities, and price eventually settled down inside of this order block / propulsion block. On this day on 11th, we looked for a classic buy day, then opening on Thursday, we looked for more longs trading towards the main drawn liquidity, which was the original consolidation of this daily buy model. So regarding the higher time frames, there's not much to add. We had the bullish daily stage, we have bullish vision. Price was in late stages of the buy model, and what I'm talking about is that if you would measure the midpoint from this low to the main drawn liquidity, which was this original consolidation, the midpoint would have been somewhere around here. So opening on this day right here on 12th of June, I think you guys can see that all that we really needed was this one pop to the upside. And that's exactly what you got. And as you guys know, when we move into the upper half from the reversal to the main drawn liquidity, this is then usually we see more one-sided price action. This is then usually we see less liquidity runs, liquidity sweeps, complex pullbacks, and so on. So this is a good example. Again, if we have the midpoint from this level to this level, if it would be somewhere around here, you can see that we have this massive liquidity sweep, and after that price just kept on going to the upside price to the main target. So if we drop to the 4-hour time frame now, from the 4-hour perspective, this trade right here was institutional order flow entry drill. And what is that? When they have all the reasons to look for momentum play, when they have all the reasons to look for price to continue pushing higher, meaning that everything is backing our vision, they have full order flow in alignment, everything's moving in sync, we have a clear draw on liquidity, a magnet area resting about. Just a very quick break from the video to remind you guys that we do run a very professionally made community where we offer one-on-one feedback, do multiple updates throughout the entire trading day, share our trades, explain all the most important details, why we are taking what we are taking, making full trade breakdowns, sharing lessons from technical to psychology. Here are just some of the achievements from our members. We truly focus on high probability professional trading, ignoring all the market noise, focusing on the best opportunities out there to maximize gains while controlling the downside. Even during rough, choppy periods in the markets, our number one priority is to come on top, managing the drawdown, focusing on the process that really takes care of the outcome, giving our members month after month positive returns. So that is enough about that, and we will see you inside. Now back to the video. This is when often on 1 hour, 4 hour, we see those formations when price just pushes higher. If let's say this is our main draw liquidity, then what it does, it drops into the first imbalance point. Execution timeframes give the entry and it pushes higher right away, usually within the same candle. In this case, we had 2 candles right here. So this is institutional order full entry drill, a play based on momentum when price is really already on a run to complete the move, to complete the buy model. This is when it's a huge additional confluence factor for us. So from the 4-hour point of view, what we had right here was simple dip right into this bullish fair value gap. That dip happened during long one kill zone early window, so another long one kill zone low of the day, especially as we have bullish daily stages, clear drawn liquidity above. That was absolute perfection to complete this buy side of the curve. So if we go to the 15-minute time frame now, I think you guys can see what was taking place here. Price was consolidating. Main negative that we had with this round formation right here, but overall what we wanted to see was a London kill zone low. So notice what happens. Price runs the buy side liquidity off Asia range, then drops lower, runs some more sell side liquidity, reaches into the 4-hour bullish imbalance from where we started looking for that potential institutional order flow entry drill to take place, pushes higher, leading this earthy low. And you guys know that London kill zone earthy low when we have a bullish daily stage is exactly what you want to see. And this was a good example. The day prior right here where we took our long position, Mary also had a clear London kill zone strong RT low of the day. So right here, if we go now to the 10-minute time frame, this will be a lot more clear. So here in the first half of the London kill zone, price was slowly moving to the downside, and then eventually it ran all the sell side liquidity here. It swept the pre-London kill zone sell side liquidity as well from the near moment open to the start of the London kill zone. You guys know that usually what we have right here in this area are fixed structures. Price usually runs that liquidity before going. So it reached right into the 4-hour bullish fair value gap. Then it started pushing. I was already looking for a potential entry. As you guys know, I am a bit more aggressive with my entries regarding this situation. Certainly have every single piece of the puzzle aligning from higher time frames to lower time frames to time of the day. This is when entry for me becomes something that doesn't hold too much weight. I'm okay entering, covering main structures and just letting the position run. And if I'm wrong, okay, I will take a loss and look to re-enter. But again, 11th of June and 12th of June were these type of days and I'm okay. Getting a bit worse entry, but making sure that I'm in the trade. So the key factor where I entered is when this bullish imbalance candle closed, I was waiting for this candle to close, confirming this bullish imbalance. Because again, when this candle right here, the yellow one was still moving, it could have literally just dropped lower right here, wait and go think this imbalance candle. So that would have been not the perfect sign. But in this case, as it closed right here, confirming this bullish imbalance, I didn't even wait for price to reach into it because you guys know that again, we have all the signs for price to completely blast to the upside. So once it closed, I calculated my entry, jumped into longs right here, covering most of the RT low, targeting the main drawn liquidity daily time frame by model's original consolidation. Now regarding the management, we had this -1 Asia range duration, which was around 1.4 hour. And as you guys know, in most cases, I take first partials and remove risk around 1.5. So that was the place right here. I had this level, was price reached into it. I took some profits, moved stop loss to break even, and let the rest run towards the main target. So the management part was extremely easy, for I didn't even end up retracing right here. It popped higher right away. I closed around half of my position, moved stop loss to break even, and just let the rest run. And a few minutes later, full target was reached and the daily time frame buy model was complete. Something that we looked for a long time, something that we predicted happening a long time too. So overall, really neat 2 days in a row, delivering everything so clearly that we didn't even need to worry about anything else. So this one was a bit quicker breakdown this time because firstly, the position was super simple. Secondly, I covered all the other important pieces of the puzzle in the trade breakdown from 11th of June. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure to watch it as well because these two long positions have a lot in common and both are important. So that is all for this one and we will talk soon. Take care.